Hey guys, welcome to Steve Talks. Steve here and chat. What are we going to talk about today? Okay, this is a game that is very close to my heart. The topic is going to be on Destiny 2. This is one of Astacross's recent videos. Love the guy, by the way. He is literally, I mean literally, the last Titan standing who's carrying Destiny 2 on his back, like the guy's going to go down with the game. I mean, no two cents about it. Like, he loves the game. The game is still close to my heart, although I don't play it anymore. I might, finish up the battle pass. I have 20 more levels and I'll just finish it off. Like, I'm not even going to grind the weapons and stuff because I know I'm not going to use it. So just for my satisfaction, I'm going to download it and just, yeah, complete it. Let's react to this video now. Okay.
Whew. Fellas, we gotta talk, man. I am getting whiplash like mad. In one hand, I have many of you saying, Cross, we need more grind. We need to be challenged. We need a reset. Yes, just last week we did a video and you guys were saying, hey, we need a reset within Destiny, which actually blew.
If Destiny 3 comes out, oh boy, I feel a lot of people are going to come back to play it. Because most people think that the Destiny 2 train has left, like you can't come now, like it's already ended, the saga has ended, like there's nothing much, you're going to grind the old stuff and everything. People like to be part of a community, okay? And when you're part of the community in a live service, that carries forward, okay? Like the changing, whatever thing is going on, the events and stuff, you feel a part of it. So for veterans like me who've been playing since Destiny 1, that's why we stuck around, It was the sunken cost fallacy. We wanted to just wide it out, however bad it got.
Blew my mind. But I walked away from that conversation going, wow, the Destiny community, their appetite as gamers has evolved. These fellas are hungry, man. They want to grind. But then, this past week, Bungie stated that they were going to be raising the power cap next season in Revenant by 10 levels. And dude, the community lost it. You guys lost it. And I'm not just talking about the folks over here on Twitter or even Bungie forums. I'm talking about people within our own stream.
Even in forums?
Everybody was dropping L's in the chat.
Hey, I was one of those in the stream, okay? I was dropping L's.
Everybody was upset about this. By the way, these are the same individuals just a week ago that were saying, hey, the game has become too casual. We need a reset. We need to get rid of things like weapon crafting. So I think you can understand the position this puts me in. Not that I'm bringing feedback directly to Bungie, but if I was, hot damn it, fellas, you're making it tough. In one hand, you want to grind like your life depends on it. And in the other hand, you see 10 more power levels.
Bret Hart, really? The editors are going crazy, bro.
Grind for, and you spit on it. Keep in mind, at one point,
holy shit. When editors, guys, like, come on.
Grind hundreds of levels for every expansion. Hell, for seasons, we would have to grind for 50 power levels. This is 10 levels. Now, listen, I will agree with certain things, like
that is pain.
Upgrade modules being annoying. I do think there needs to be something in place.
Okay, let me talk about why people are not annoyed for the plus 10, like plus 10 you're going to reach it in 1 week, possibly 2 if you're very bad at grinding the game, you don't know anything about it, 3 max. The thing is, we have 700 things in the vault. He talked about upgrade modules, right? That is insanely, another level of resource management. That is insane, at least for me. You grind up to power level 2010. Let's take an example. It's 2000, I think, right now. You go to 2010. Your selected items are 2010. All other 700 are at 2000. To bring them up to 2010, you have to acquire, first of all, gear that is 2010 and then infuse it with these stupid upgrade modules. Nobody wants to do meaningless grind. People want grind. That's what he's not understanding, I feel. Astacross, like, man, people are saying they want grind, but a meaningful grind that is going to help in the gameplay. Not this, plus 10, just to annoy the other 700 things that we have to, level up again.
Where eventually you can go up to your vault, inject 100 upgrade modules, and boom, everything is now leveled.
That is a fire idea now. That, Bungie devs, I don't know if you're taking notes or how complicated the system is to get to this. This is a fire idea.
Once you, of course, reach that pinnacle cap. The resource management in this game can be annoying. And don't even get me started on the glimmer cap. I know it's been raised, and guess what?
It ain't enough.
To be raised again. So I understand it for those woes. But to me, 10 power levels over a 4-month season, which is what episodes are, they're 4 months. They're long. Fellas, that's hardly nothing. Most of us will probably get that within the first week. If you even care about getting it within the first week. something in which I don't really care about. I normally reach that pinnacle cap by week 2 or week 3 because it doesn't really matter to me to get it within the first week. There were so many people losing their mind for the power grind for final shape, but if you notice, you've had a lot of time here for that grind. And on top of that, even if
That's
you
true.
did reach the pinnacle cap, we've got contest mode for the dungeon coming next season, meaning if you're already at the pinnacle cap now,
That's another thing. They are, first of all, making power irrelevant in every aspect of the game, okay? Like there's hardly one or two places where power level actually matters. So why the hell are you raising it again and just annoying us, Bungie? Like that's just a cheap tactic, to increase engagement. I mean, I understand like it's a live service game, you want retention numbers and stuff. So that's just another way, but that is so cheap when your community is already dwindling and you do this. Like this seems like a last ditch effort, like come on, let's just boom the player numbers a little bit.
10 more levels is probably not going to help you. But Cross, be real. Isn't this just a way for Bungie to boost engagement metrics? Look, that was a tweet put out by my friend Kujay. He stated right here, going back to requiring power increases for seasons and episodes after the removal of such was so widely celebrated amongst the community is a huge slap in the face.
It is.
At least be honest about why you're doing it. That is a naked attempt to boost player engagement metrics. He then followed up by saying, hey Bungie, since you're bringing back seasonal power increases, can we get an update on your progress to address pinnacle power slot imbalances?
True.
It's been 4.5 years. Now, Jay does have a point about the slot imbalances, meaning if you have a situation where all you need is a helmet, things should be weighted as such.
This meme is the embodiment of every grinder, when he wants to get to that pinnacle cap. I think there's only one season, I don't remember which I had problem getting. I was behind everyone because I didn't get the damn class item, okay? Like it was for 4.5 weeks, I think I didn't get it. Others always I get it in like 2 or 3 weeks because I grinded efficiently, right? But one of my friends I remember in my clan, the worst luck imaginable, guys. Like holy hell, he gets all the exotic slash. I don't know, his cursed. I feel like RNG is not on that man's side. Like come on. He didn't get Vex Mythoclash for I think around 92 runs. Then he didn't get conditional finality for 2 seasons, and then the pinnacle grind, always the last person to finish it.
Where a helmet
RNG, man.
would drop. I thought Bungie did address this at some point. Perhaps them just acknowledging it was my way of thinking they addressed it. RNG protection is important.
They acknowledged in a way that was good and bad. Like if you didn't get it for that slot, I don't remember exactly what the system was, but they did acknowledge it. He's right, but not exactly in a way that would benefit the players, okay? That if you, I don't remember exactly, but it's been a long time since I've grinded for pinnacle cap. So yeah, they had addressed it, but not in a way that is player friendly. That's the right phrase.
And if you're in a situation where you're like, dude, I just need a helmet to reach that pinnacle cap, and you keep getting gloves, chest pieces, boots, class item, everything but a helmet, then obviously that's a problem. Now, Jay wasn't the only one. Paul Tassi even came out and said, yeah, no, thank you. We're all good here. Another player even saying, so this is what we call desperate for playtime. Increase the number.
People can see through that. That's the thing. They don't understand. They're thinking that, oh, we'll just do it. People can see through that. And right now, there are no casuals playing Destiny. I'll tell you that. It's all the hardcore grinders which have no other games. You go in First Descendant. There are people that have over 1,000 hours in that game and they're like, Destiny 2 grinder, I'm addicted to this game. From one addiction, they just went on to the other addiction. Like, just hardcore grinders are currently playing Destiny, that's all.
Number grind low. Now listen, fellas, I get it. This is the classic Bungie giveth and taketh away. But I gotta ask the question, fellas. At what point did we as the Destiny community become so goddamn casual? Hold up, fellas. I'm gonna be elitist right now. 10 power levels? I got day one raiders out here saying they can't do 10 power levels. From dual Destiny getting shit on and saying, oh my God, it's too much to find one other person
that was
to run a
ridiculous.
mission
That was
one
ridiculous.
time. The folks pissing on themselves because they can't get a raid item to drop despite us having options in the game available to us to increase our RNG if you do those triumphs. The reality is, fellas, we are going back in the direction of D2 vanilla. Have you seen the amount of exotics you have in your inventory? It's insane. We are heading in that direction, if not already there, with Destiny being so casual. We have a checklist of things to do. Everybody gets on, they grind their little red borders, they get their deep side harmonizers from the battle pass, they get the weapon pattern, and then they get the weapon at the crafting, and now that's it. Now here's the thing. Some of you are gonna say, Cross, you're being toxic right now. You're a streamer, you get to play this game whenever you want. I should be able to keep up with you. And my reply to that,
that's true, guys. Like full-time streamers and people who have like 12 plus hours a day, they can keep up with this Not only this Destiny 2, like this game, like all the live services nowadays, they're full-time jobs. That's all I've got to say. That's it.
It's lick my ass. Les, who works a 9
Lick my ace.
to 5 every day, who
Oh, man.
positively contributes to society. He's
Oh,
got a
poor
dog.
Les catching a stray. Oh, man. Oh, man. Poor Les is going to catch a stray now.
He makes it to Maverick Games. He's got a fiance, and they have date night every Friday or Saturday. Listen, Les is not supposed to be able to keep up with me. I'm just leveling with you fellas. You see, what Les experience should be
I agree with
is
that take.
while he's on date night, he's rushing through his entree. He's telling his fiance, honey, we're gonna have to skip dessert. She gets frustrated on the way home and says, why? Why did our lovely evening get cut in half right now? And that's when he holds her hand and says, darling, I'm sorry. I had to make sacrifices this evening because Cross got that incandescent heel clip roll aberrant action, and he's having the time of his life. And right now, at this very moment, he's assembling a raid team to go farm for that chaos reshaped nullifier.
Hell
Sweetheart,
no.
I could spend this moment with you right now, but just know if I did, in my heart, I would not want to be here. In my heart, I would want to be grinding for thy loot. And the last thing I want to be is insincere.
Poor Les.
That right there, my friends, is called sacrifice. So what? Les ends up divorced 3 years from now because of Destiny. It happens, fellas. We all have to make our decisions. But instead,
That
Les
took a
doesn't
dark
have to
turn.
worry about that. He doesn't skip dessert. He continues to stay out with his fiancée.
Good job, Les.
Evening, he continues to contribute positively to society. And when he logs into Destiny, well, he's pretty much identical to my character. And that's no bueno. 10 power levels, fellas. This is such a small thing in the grand scheme of potentially getting Destiny
It's the
to
annoyance,
where
man.
it should be. Yet folks are losing their mind. So I ask again, when did we as the Destiny community become so motherfucking casual? Dude, Destiny's becoming so routine now. People have like this mental checklist they do every week. They log in on Tuesday, they check the Eververse
see how my
store,
mood
they do
exactly
the
went.
story. They don't grind for anything because they already got red borders for everything. They save up deep side harmonizers for getting any potential weapon borders that drop. They're maxed out on exotic Ingrams. Exotics.
That's the thing we do. I think I don't even bother getting cosmetics because half the exotics are useless in this game. I have, I think, over 150k bright dust. I don't have a will to buy anything because it's useless. I'm a meta whore, okay? I use Sunshot when it was meta. I use all the meta exotics. Of course, I use some stuff here and there, but it is so ineffective.
Literally are meaningless. They're so meaningless now that they shouldn't even be called exotics. What
That's
happened to the
true.
day where
That
that
is
guy
true.
in the opposing team would annihilate you and your entire squad? And you ask yourself, how did he do it? How does he have an overshield? How does he see me through walls? That's one-eye mask, bitch. That's how he did it. And guess what? He's gonna do it again and again. And you ask your friend, how? How do I get such an exotic? And they would reply, use code ASTROS at gamersubs.com to increase your
Astrocross,
RNG.
come
Even though the
on,
marketing
bro.
of this is very important, and this is a small shout out to one of our sponsors. I'm not gonna lie to you fellas, it didn't help. Code ASTROS didn't help. RNG was fickle. I bought the crystals. I went to a lady. I said, hey, old tatted up, dreaded lady in the West, how shall I increase thy RNG? And dude, no lie, I walked away with 2 crystals, both of which were $40. Which
I
seemed
remember that
extreme.
stream. I
She
was in
said,
that
"It would increase
stream."
my RNG. Now I know you're probably thinking, that's crazy, Cross. Crystals, increasing your RNG without charging it with sunlight? How foolish of you. But no, really, guys, we will go to great extent
He
to get to
does,
a
he
point where
does.
something will drop for us in this game. And that
I prayed for God's sake, me and my brother, we prayed before getting a Vex Mythoclast, and you won't believe it. We both got it in the same run. Atheon. I think it was a 19th run. I still remember this to this day. 19th run, we both got it at the same time. And our whole clan was losing our mind. Like,
That's because we desire that thing. I bought a money tree. I held it every time we killed Atheon. Do you know how hard it is to do DPS with a money tree in your hand? And guess what? Vex Mythoclast dropped. The point is I wanted that.
I don't know,
Let
man,
me
what
ask
it
you,
is.
When was the last time you truly desired anything within Destiny? This game has lost that aspiration for greatness. It has given us this checklist of things
true.
to do. And I know Bungie says it's because we need to make the game more penetrable so that new players would find penetration. But the only thing getting penetrated around here is my gaming experience asshole. And not in a good way. When an exotic used to drop on the ground, I would jump for joy. When that palindrome dropped with rangefinder and quick draw,
palindrome, oh
I
my
knew
darling.
the stars had aligned. And when you fuckers made me delete it, I wept. For weeks I wept, as it should be. This loot should be so coveted within Destiny. The power fantasy should be
Oh,
so
man.
envied that you, despite having a family and loved ones, you start looking for things to sacrifice because it's goddamn worth it. Families come and go, fellas, but what you earn in video games stay forever.
kinda true.
unless it gets sunset, or in the worst case, shut down. But the point I'm trying to make is, I have
Lama.
not cared about anything in Destiny for a very long time. I've got this cheesy chore list bullshit that means nothing in the grand scheme of things. I get you all have.
Once that quote, sank in me, when Iron Man says to Spider-Man, if you need the suit to be great or whatever, to be Spider-Man, then you don't deserve to be Spider-Man. Without the suit, you can't be Spider-Man. That's what I told my brother for so many months before finally he quit Destiny as well. If you need that exact fire to fire igneous hammer to beat people in trials, maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you have to accept you're bad. That's just a fact.
Have balanced lives, and I respect you for that. But in order for Destiny to be successful, hell, in order for any game to be successful, the degenerates, dare I say, we, the degenerates, should be rewarded.
I agree. There should be some kind of cosmetic rewards or something that, the top level players who actually want to grind day and night for it should get. I don't mind. Go ahead, get it. They don't do that. They want to give a trophy to everyone. And I think that's what ruined Destiny in the end. Beautiful video, guys. Beautiful video. Like, subscribe. I'm going to link his video in the description, but I guess most of the people, those who know Destiny, they know who Astacross is. Like, he's pretty big in the community. And as I said, literally the Titan carrying Destiny on its back right now. And yeah, give a like to my video, subscribe, more gaming content coming, and with this ring light now, it's going to be pumping out content, and like Steve out.